Hey, yeah, what's up? This disciple Marshall Currents Rain back up in this. Yeah, so unfortunately, I just found out yesterday that it gets worse as far as the age of consent in America. Oh, man. And how I found out was uh, I had left a comment on CNN, one of their CNN videos on YouTube. I left a comment, and 2 months ago, and some guy said left a comment, and I went and researched some more information and found out that 44 states allows child marriage in America. Now you can't get lost because all the stuff I'm telling you, all these laws I'm telling you, it's not one huge law. Okay, that's very important for you to know. This is not all one huge law. Okay, it's not one huge law. This is its own law. What I'm telling you, 44 states allow child marriage. Now, how is that for all you pedophile witch hunters? That's what I call you. You go around like vigilantes, like you're Batman and Robin, trying to find the pedophiles in America. You've seen them. They the type they do these stings. It's young people in it too. They do these stings where they use false a false account, uh, acting as if they're young underage children, and then they catch the pedophiles. Now, what I want to know, you people that do that, how you feel about these laws I'm presenting? Because while you're running around, you really haven't got to the crust of the matter. The crust of the matter right now, as of April 28th, 2022, the crust of the matter is all this information that I'm telling you, these laws that the American government is passing. If even if you catch a couple pedophiles, you still got the laws that's right there for them to marry children in 44 states. So for all you guys that and women that say you're for the children and you do all these stings catching these pedophiles, I want to know how you feel about these laws. Yeah, because I mean it's been done by system. While you catching a couple and you're hoping to catch more, they're doing it by law. Oh, and it gets worse. As I was educating myself through my research yesterday, I found out it's not 12 states that allows no minimum age in America, meaning people can marry any age. And it doesn't matter if it's with the consent of parents. That doesn't change anything. The child still goes with an adult. The child still marries an adult. And the bottom line is, um, uh, America should not make it possible in any form or fashion with the consent of parents or any of that, where children can marry adults, where adults can marry children. This should not be possible at all, and it does not change anything. It's still the nature of pedophilia. Because, that's what people want to say. Well, with parent consent, what difference does that make? The nature of the law is still pedophilia. Let's go back to the definition for guys that don't know or just tuning in. Let's go back to the definition. The definition of a pedophile is an adult. The first thing you need to know is an adult that has sexual desires for children. So if you're marrying children, you obviously have sexual desire for children, which by definition makes you a pedophile, whether you like it or not. If you marrying children, I'm sorry, you're a pedophile. In 44 states in America allows adults to marry children. And 20 states, I found out, educating myself yesterday, like many of you should do. Just do a Google search and you'll be instantly educated. Know all of this. It doesn't take a long time. A couple hours, you'll be all up to date. Because it's more than one law. See, you can get scrambled brain and stir crazy with all this information. And it's not my fault. You need to differentiate, pay attention, and listen to each law that I'm telling you. Because, see, some people want to be free. We want to be free from this foolishness. We want to be free from this community that is not going to let non-white people get ahead. You're not going to do it. You ever wondered the opportunities that white Americans have on their side of town? You don't know what's going on their side of town. They're working over there, though, and they're making money. And a lot of those places are expensive places, and therefore you can pretty much guess that the wage the employees are getting is a pretty good wage on the other side of town over there. I say all that to say, a lot of people are not partaking of the American dream. They never have. So why you say, oh, well, I don't understand why somebody would want to not be a part of America, because they're not experiencing the American dream. In fact, they feel trapped. In fact, they feel like they're under surveillance all the time. In fact, they feel like they're being monitored by police all the time. Some would say the police are just a monitoring system for the inner city and the non-white community in America. So why would we want this to continue when we don't benefit? On the average, non-white people don't really benefit from this country. They don't really benefit. Not like others do. Okay? So this is the information for all you people that don't understand where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this is, this information is enough to collapse the system of America. This information is enough to call them to resign. Like I said, they don't have to die. We don't have to kill them, but they have to resign. When 44 states allows child marriage, when the age of consent is under 18 in 40 states, that's two different laws. 44 states allows child marriage. That's marriage. That's marriage. Pay attention. That's marriage. Now, the other law I just named, 40 states allow the age of consent to be under 18 in 40 states. That's not marriage. That's a human being, that's the age a human being can say, yes, you can have sex with me. That's under 18 in 40 states. In 40 states, human beings under 18 can say yes to adults concerning sex. and the world record for the lowest age of consent in all record keeping history. Not, and don't misunderstand this. This is a third law. Don't misunderstand this. This law right here is not okay. When I say this, some people get confused and say, well, who has the lowest? They'll think I'm talking about the lowest age of consent right now. I'm not talking about the lowest age of consent right now. The third law that I'm explaining to you, this is the world record beyond all history and time, all time that we recorded as civilization. As civilization, as far as us recording the ages, as far as the laws that went into action, as far as the age of consent, as far as our entire history as human beings in civilization and the laws passed thereof, America, I know it's shocking. It was shocking to me too. I would guess some third world country. I'm just saying. But no. To the contrary, it is America that has the in all civilization, they have the world record history. They have the record in all of modern day record keeping history. They have the record above all, the number one spot for the lowest age of consent in all of history. And again, consent is basically saying yes. So the age of consent, being able to say yes for sex, they have the lowest age that a human can say yes for sex right here in America. That's 3 strikes. So for people that say, well, this, well, that, when you put 44 states allows child marriage, 20 states allows no minimum age for adults to get married. There's no minimum age. And here's the other law. 40 states allows adults. See, these laws go to specific states. So when I say 40 this, 44 here, 20 there, that means that law is according to those specific states. So that's why you gotta pay attention. It's one law for this that covers these states, and it's another law that covers other states. So you gotta, and it all comes together, and you can't deny it, that it is pedophilia by definition. I don't care about your opinions. I don't care how you feel. By definition, that's what we're going with. That's the technicality. We're going with the technicalities here. And the technicality is, if you have sexual desire for children, you are by definition a pedophile. Bottom line, it's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of definition. I'm going to be saying that more too. It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of definition. Okay? We're defining this by now. This is what we're doing. We're defining this. Okay? We're defining this. And it's no way you can wiggle out of it. It's no misrepresentation when I am not misrepresenting any truth or facts. It's not half truths. It's no room for misinterpretation when the definition comes into play. When the definition comes into play, there is no way you could say this is a half truth, this is deceptive, this is me being biased, I'm some way deceiving you in some form or fashion. When the definition of pedophilia comes into play, again, The definition for a pedophile is an adult that has, this is the key part, an adult that has sexual desire for children, legal children. It doesn't matter what age the child is. You got to remember that. It's not one age, one digit, one age bracket. If you are an adult that likes a human being that's under the age of adulthood, you are by definition, not my opinion, by definition, you are a pedophile. So let's put it all together, because people say, "Well, you're misrepresenting what it really is." How are you drunk? How am I misrepresenting what it really is? When there's no way you can misinterpret this. They're marrying children. What is that? Boom. Okay, that's someone that has sexual desire for children. Okay. So how am I misrepresenting that? Laws that allow it, people that are doing it, right here in this community. It's a joint effort. It's the government and the community. I'm sorry to tell you, but we got to move to the phase where we start talking about the people that's actually doing it, and it is the American community that's doing it. The government passed the laws. Not sure if they're doing it or not, but they're passing the laws for you to do it, and you gotta assume that someone out there is doing it. You can't say, "Well, we don't see it." Of course you ain't gonna see it. You think they're gonna let you see that? It's too many crazy people out here. It's a lot of crazy people out here that these pedophiles cannot present their child brides to. They can't go to McDonald's and sit with their child bride. They can't go to normal public settings with their child bride, embracing them like a wife in front of Americans. But it's safe to say, it's just an educated guess and assumption. It's safe to say, if pedophiles are getting caught doing illegal things in America, that they're definitely taking advantage of the laws that America has passed. And here's the punchline. All your favorite presidents did nothing about it. None of your favorite presidents did nothing about it. Obama didn't do nothing about it. Bush didn't do nothing about it. None of the Bushes did nothing about it. Reagan didn't do nothing about it. Donald Trump didn't do nothing about it. And presently, Joe Biden has said really close to nothing. I heard him say nothing. So while you're praising all these politicians, whether it be Obama, whether it be Trump, none of them are doing anything about these laws. And who's gonna challenge them? That's what's the funny part to me. Nobody's gonna challenge them, right? Nobody's gonna say, "Yeah, I stand up against that. We want child marriage here." Anybody gonna stand up and say that? Right? No one, right? So if they would go unchallenged, why aren't they changing the laws? That's the spooky part. Because there's no community out here in America, there's no people out here that are going to oppose these laws being destroyed. No one's going to oppose that. So why are these administrations coming and going and doing nothing about it? Anybody want to stop politicians from destroying these laws? Anybody want to stop them? Anybody want to pull out a gun and say, "Hey, we want these laws to continue"? Anybody going to do that? So why is the administrations coming and going from Reagan to to Biden doing nothing about it. That's what should puzzle you. That's what should make you feel like creeped out. Because I'm pretty sure a president can get rid of this. And what you need to know, and I might do a separate video on this, the last law that was passed, to my knowledge, as of right now, is July 1st, 2019, concerning children, no minimum age to marry. That was done during the Trump administration. Yeah, I know you. Just when you thought Trump could do no more wrong, like that it was not humanly possible, this law had to go past his desk, right? There's no laws being passed without the president knowing, right? So I can't speak for what happened during the Obama administration. I can't speak for what happened concerning child laws, concerning sexuality. But definitely July 1st, 2019, when no minimum age laws were passed, Trump was in office. So he had to know something about it. It's one thing for laws to be passed already before you get into office, before your administration get there. And it's one thing to have child laws that allows no minimum age for marriage to be passed during your administration. It was passed during the Trump administration, July 1st, 2019. I'm pretty sure he saw it, whether it was by fax, memo, an email. He got some kind of information on it definitely, because it has some.